Okay, check this out. I couldn't even do this a month ago, so I'm kind of pumped. Huh? Now, I know this is not a big deal for most people, but for me, like a month ago, I had to either hold myself up or just tip over. So just the fact that I can sit like this and not be in tons of pain or being just wrenched over it's a big deal for me. Hi there, my name is Mike, and I just want to do a review of a hip flexor program that is actually finally working for me. I'm 40. I just turned 40 this last year. Oh man, I'm almost 41 actually. That's a little sad. That's not the point. The point is I have struggled with just being very immobile for most of my adult life, especially in my hips and my ankles. And, you know, I've had lower back problems, I've had knee problems, and even though I don't think it's necessarily directly related to my hip issue, you know, I've had sciatica problems since I was in my mid-20s. Like I've just had crappy, annoying back issues that have robbed me of a lot of things. Like I kind of had to quit jiu-jitsu because I just physically, like my body couldn't, because I was so immobile and so just tightly bound, like I just was getting hurt all the time. And even though it's something that I completely love to do, I had to give it up because I was like, well, I can't just be hurt constantly. And, you know, I tried every stupid stretch, chiropractors, you know, tennis balls, lacrosse balls, a lot of balls in therapy for some reason. And I just was kind of at my wit's end. And then I had a friend recommend, and I just want to make this very clear, I'm not being paid for this. This is not, they don't know I'm making this video. I just like to do reviews on certain things. So I found this, it's called Unlock Your Hip Flexors. Can you see that? And I'm not gonna lie, the marketing behind it is super cheesy and kind of annoying. But if you can sort of get past that, I think at the very core of it is a fundamentally sound program. So kind of my only con with this is just sort of the marketing machinery that they have around it, which whatever, it's clearly working. But the pros is that it's fine. I finally can move better, which, I mean, the amount of that impacts my quality of life is insane. I have less pain, and obviously, you know, I've only been doing this for 30 some days now. So, you know, who knows if I've plateaued, but all I know is that I'm much better than when I started off. And that's incredible. And I think the reason is, I'm not a scientist. I have no idea how to back this up, but I think that what they've done in this is what they call the sequential flow method. I think, you know, the stretches that are in here aren't necessarily new. A couple of them were different. But the way that they have you do them is what sort of makes it all work. And again, I don't understand the mechanisms behind it. I just know that, like, I do this twice a day, in the morning and before bed. It only takes me like 10 minutes, and I don't go like crazy hard on the stretches. You know, I'm not like, I try to keep it pretty relaxed, and that's it. That's all I do. And I do this sequential flow method that they explain, but it's like you do this mix of dynamic and static stretching and this thing called fascial stretching, which I don't understand. All that to say is that this is working. My hips feel better, my knees feel better, my lower back feels better, my sciatica is kind of the same. So, you know, I don't know if eventually this will impact that at all. I have no idea. But so far, I mean, I think this was like 30 some dollars. Something like that, $37 maybe, $35. I can't totally remember. All I know is that it seems like almost nothing. Like when I compare what is the cost of not being able to move well, it's way more than $37 or $35. So I think that this is amazing. I'm glad I found it. I don't know who these people are. Again, this is not a paid ad. I'm not getting paid to do this. But it's called Unlock Your Hip Flexors. And if you're struggling with hip issues, knee issues, you know, obviously you see a doctor or whatever, but I feel like I went through all of those channels and nobody ever gave me an answer. Like nobody ever said, this is what's wrong and here's how to fix it. And I don't know how much money and time I've spent investing in all of these geniuses who literally never gave me an answer over the last 15 years. And so for me to be able to start moving again and feeling just more human again. Man, I have to thank Rick, I can't say your last name, and Mike Westerdahl. I really love this product, and I don't know, it works for me.